As human beings, we make plans for when we get it, not necessarily for when we lose it. I strongly believe that to make money is easy, to keep money is very hard. All you need is a job. Now you have money. I strongly believe that these four pillars should be practiced by every human being in the world. At least if you want to do something good with your life. Event of circumstances is something that we cannot control. You can't control it, it's going to happen. I strongly believe that if you have a relationship with God, right here, you can bounce back from anything. I strongly believe that if you are emotionally stable, that means nothing outside of yourself can trigger you. You can bounce back from anything. I strongly believe that a strong body, a strong body is a strong mind. I strongly believe that if you have a strong body and a strong mind, you are emotionally stable and you have a solid relationship with God. I'm not talking about you playing two sides. So you have a strong connection with God and you trust God 100%. You have these three. I strongly believe you can bounce back from anything. I got this message from this nurse a couple of days ago. It took me a while to get to her message. And when I read her message and I saw her face, I remember her from 2 years ago. She reached out to me about a personal problem she was going through. And she reached out again to say thank you for the impact of the podcast and the fact that I spoke to her and I told her what to do. And, she's happy. What I will say to you guys is this: it's possible you get it and you lose it. But back to back, you have to fuel these relationships. You have to. People only focus on money. Everything every human being does, if I have money, I'll be good. What if that money dries up? How do you get it back? Because I strongly believe that life is zigzag. The best life is like this. In between that chaos. That's the perfect life though. So if we dive in, that means in within, like this. So that means the best life is going like this. You get my point? That's the best life. Within that big chaos, you can still flow. But usually people want it to be linear. And now, come on now. We know how this thing works. When it's linear, you're dead already. Be strong, my good friends. I preach this all the time. I make content about these things all the time. How you can accomplish all these things. But be very, very strong. That woman that reached out to me, shout out to you, my love. I'm happy you're doing well. And to the rest of you, continue to be well. There is no rocket science to this life. There is no one-way street. Kò sí Àbújá kankan lọ́rùn ọ̀pẹ. Nobody has the master plan, but there are solid routes that has worked for mentors and mentors of mine and mentors of yours too. If you're curious enough, you can ask about these things. Take a screenshot. Yeah. Take a screenshot. Get me accomplish these things. That is this three is more important than money. When you have these three in place, spiritual stability, emotional maturity, physical stamina, when you have those three in place, money will come to you. Even when you lose that money, you will get it back. A lot of times, people don't focus. People don't make plans for when they lose it. People only make plans for when they get it. And I say this all the time. Just because you have it right now, that doesn't mean you won't. That doesn't mean the next 10 years you will still have it. It's still part of life. Take care, my friend.